Hello, and welcome to the stream. I am Sasha, aka Shadow Ninja. And I am back. Is that Shadow Ninja back in the world of streamers? Yes. Yes, it is. I feel like I have been gone for centuries. For centuries, but I am here. I am back. As many of you are aware, I did take a little bit of time off um for a vacation. Uh and let me just say I'm happy to be back. I am happy to be back home. I am happy to be back streaming. Yeah. I missed it. I missed you guys. Missed my PC. I missed the quiet of my own apartment. I No, but seriously. Um I chose Dreamlight Valley for tonight because quite frankly, it was the easiest thing to play. It's been a rough week. Okay, I've been back home for like half the week. First of all, let me start out there. I've been back home since like the beginning of the week. But when you jump back into trying to get your routine right and work and all the things, uh it's been rough. Add to that, I did not come back in a good state. Uh I guess you would say. How was my vacation? It was rough. If I'm being 1000% honest, it was rough. Okay, it was a trip. All right, I don't think I would refer to it as vacation anymore. I think I would refer to it as a trip. I left my home. I spent a few days away. I came back home. When I think vacation, I think fun and relaxing. Um, yeah, yeah. My trip had a couple of fun highlights. I will say there were fun moments. But generally speaking, to be honest, it wasn't that great. It wasn't that great at all. Um, Unfortunately, just it wasn't relaxing. No, no, it wasn't. I really wish I could lie and say that it was. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I don't have the volume up too loud. Um, but no, it wasn't. So the thing about um the thing about trips are, especially when you plan trips with other people, it's very important. I've noticed over the years. I've done trips with um various different groups, growing up. I had, different sides of my family, did family trips. I've gone on family trips with my wife's family. I've gone on trips with, I wouldn't say friends, but people that were close, so over the years I've learned that it's very important to make sure that whoever you go on a trip with, you mesh well with, right? And this trip we did plan to go on with people that we mesh well with, but some of those people invited other people who a lot of us really didn't even know, if I'm being honest. And long story short, it went about as well as you would expect it to. It was hit or miss, and unfortunately, we didn't mesh as well as we hoped we would, which is okay. How's Pep? Pep's great. Pep's chilling over here next to me. He's good. He's happy. He I got the opportunity to watch him on his trip, and it was freaking hilarious. All right, my little man is just as awkward as his mama. He is just as awkward and socially incompetent as I am, because my poor guy spent the week trying to make friends and it not working out too well. I don't think I want the wings. Where's my back? We really don't need the crown either. What is that under? Hats, maybe? There we go. He was probably the funniest part of me being gone. So for those that don't know, Pep did not go on vacation with me. He went to his own little vacation, little doggy hotel and whatnot. And his vacation included a lot of group playtime with other dogs. And which, full disclosure, Pep has been around other dogs before, okay? When we got Pep, I had another dog. I had a Jack Russell. And so for the first half of Pep's life, he lived with another dog. They played together. As a matter of fact, Pep didn't understand personal space. He was with my other dog all the time, you know? And then, you know, life happens. We lost my other dog. And Pep has been solo, which I think he has been fine with because he's very much a people dog. He loves to be around people. He's not really big on other dogs. He gets awkward. Like, he's not aggressive. He's not mean. He doesn't play. And if they walk up to him and, you know, try to initiate play or check him out, he just freezes and he just stands there until they walk away. I think while he was on vacation, he realized that that wasn't going to work. And I think at some point he felt like, I don't know how long I'll be here. Maybe I should try and make friends. And so you have other dogs. Where he was, they have cameras, so I was able to check in on him and see how he was doing and stuff. And Pep did a lot of freezing when other dogs walked up to him, but he also tried to follow other dogs around. And so one thing he would do, whatever human was in the play area with them, for one, he stuck very close by to them. He tried to stay with them. But he quickly realized he wasn't the only dog that had that idea. And so it would be a whole herd of dogs following the human or humans, whoever was outside. And he kind of got lost in the shuffle and kind of tiptoed his way back, you know? So he just, my poor dog, he looked confused the whole time, first of all. And so he'd get his couple of little pets from the humans, but he would kind of back out because he didn't want to be surrounded too much by other dogs. After a couple days, he realized this might be my new life. You know, I think he thought we weren't coming back. So he would find a dog. He would pick a dog on whatever day it was. He would pick a dog, and that would be the dog that he decided, okay, I think I'm going to try to be friends with this one today. But it wasn't like he would run up to him and like, yeah, let's play. He would walk up to them, and I kid you not, they would stand here, and he would just walk up next to him and be like, and they would take 2 steps, and he would take 2 steps. And they would look back at him like, what is he? Okay. And every step they took, he just stepped with them and then just kind of like looked around like, I'm just gonna stand close to them. Maybe they won't notice. For the most part, the dogs that he chose just kind of ignored him. They kind of like just, I mean, I've never seen dogs side-eye other dogs the way they side-eyed him. They really looked at him like, I don't know what he's doing, but I mean, he's not bothering me necessarily, so I guess we'll let him just follow us, you know? And they would look at him, and they would just keep on doing whatever they were doing. My poor dog. There was only one dog that got a little irritated with him being close by. And so I felt really bad for him that day because every other day he would pick a dog. Oh, Pip, exactly. He would pick a dog and he would just follow them. You know, they move, he moves situation. This one particular day, I think he was trying like extra hard. You know, I was proud of him. He actually walked straight up to them. He did kind of like the little play pose that dogs do, like the little lean or whatever. It was a very like he looked stiff doing it. Like it was a very half attempt, but he was trying. He wagged his tail a little bit, you know, and he tried to like nudge him the slightest little bit, like, come on, let's play, you know? And it was the best attempt I'd seen him make all week. And the little dog he picked was a Yorkie. I don't know if you guys know Yorkies. All right, they can be a little attitudinal. A lot of attitude in the small body, you know? Strike one for my poor little guy. But the thing about it that I was laughing at, I could read the dog's body language better than Pep could. Pep was visibly confused about whether or not this was going well, but he was giving it his best playfulness, all right? And he kind of did what he did with the other dogs, you know, he took a couple steps, the dog took a couple steps, he took a couple steps. This dog did not want a new companion. When you got a Pep treat. Alright, we don't have his camera today. But he's here. He is here. There you go. This dog obviously did not want a follow companion, alright? So the dog moved a little, Pep moved a little with him. And they did that 2 or 3 times. And he kept trying to like play with the dog, like in a very subtle way, but he was trying to initiate play with the dog. And finally the dog turned around and gave him one swift, he didn't touch him, but one swift like, ah, you know, and poor little Pep just like jumps backwards and kind of rolls because it scares him. And the dog just kind of like slow trots away. And Pep just kind of stands there for him. And you can tell he's like visibly confused. He's like, and he goes to kind of walk after the little dog and like changes his mind and stops. And then he looks around again and he looks at the dog and he goes and takes a few more steps, like maybe I'll try it again. And then he stops and he just looks kind of confused. And then he just kind of goes the opposite direction and sits by, like literally sits by himself off to the side. I was like, poor Pep. He's so awkward. Like he's like me. He's so awkward. I felt so bad for him. I was like, the one day he tries to make friends, it doesn't work out in his favor. You know, and so for the rest of that day that I, you know, because I pop in and out checking on him the whole time he's there. I'm one of those parents. He was just kind of like, you know, reserved. He kind of stayed to himself and he just looked like he was kind of like sad and confused. But the day after that, he found another little dog, little poodly looking thing, to follow. And I'm pretty sure this is one of the same dogs I had seen him follow like earlier in the week. And it was one that didn't mind him following at all. And he almost looked like happier, like she likes me around. And he followed this little dog around the whole day and she didn't care, you know? She was just like, whatever, come on, kid. And so I felt a little better for him that day. Like, at least his next day, you know, was better. But my poor guy, he was trying so hard. It's 100% your dog, no need to get... Exactly. If I had any doubts before, he's 100% like me. That's all I could say. Every day I saw him try to, you know, fit in. I was like, this poor dog. He's just as socially awkward as I am. I was like, I really thought, like, you know, him starting out life with another dog kind of gave him a leg up. He would know what to do, you know, like it would come back. Maybe he was just a little shy at first and he would warm up. No, my poor guy was awkward the entire time. And yet, when I picked him up, he seemed like, you know, like he wanted to stay longer. Like, generally speaking, he probably had a good time, which I'm happy for. I was like, my poor little fella. Like, outside looking in, he looks like he had a rough time. He looks like he had a really rough time. We have 50 of these. We can sell these. But all in all, yeah, I would say he probably had a better vacation than I did. Not to make it sound so... Like I said, there were good parts, and the people I expected to have a good time with on the trip, I did. But there was just a lot that could have gone so much better that didn't. Just straight up didn't. And the couple of things that went wrong just put a damper on the trip for a lot of people, which sucked. Add to that, the people we went with, I'm usually very, like, in a general setting, I'm a quiet person. You know, I don't really talk a whole lot. I don't really like crowds of people. And for one, this was, and I like, you know, I like my solitude. I like quiet. I like small groups, chill. And there were a lot of, there was a lot of noise on this trip. It was so much noise. it was too much. What character is it with the wings? So that is the Forgotten. Essentially, it's me, but like dark, depressing me, the one that sent us into utter chaos here in the first place. We found her, and brought her back with us to make her brighter and happy. Do you upgrade small storage in this game? Yes, you can. You can build bigger storage chests, but they require Dreamlight. So I've been kind of sticking it out with the small chest until I open all the doors, in which we have one left. And then after that, I'll use my Dreamlight that I get after that to get the bigger chest. I would prefer the bigger chests than like 30 tiny ones. But it's literally like 5,000 Dreamlight to get the bigger chest. And my next door, I think my last door is like 15,000 Dreamlight. And we have, what? We have 2,000. So I'm being stingy with the Dreamlight to get our last door first. What are you doing? Is that everything? Did I skip a spot? Okay. Alright, we got everything grown. I'm gonna let those just kind of sit there. I forgot those cook up quick. I'm gonna put these away. Oh no, I'm carrying more than I need to. It's fine. Alright, we'll step in our house for some energy. Step back out. That's a pain, so you have to wait until the game give you the recipe or something. I have the recipe. We have the recipe. It's just the recipe requires a crap ton of Dreamlight. There we go. Like, let me show. While I go put this stuff away. Like, I can come to the workbench right here. And we can build. These are the small ones that I have now. If I go down here, we can build the large ones. It's just, it's 5,000 Dreamlight to build the large one. Plus gold. And dark wood. And that's for any of them. Any of the large, you know, the color change only changes what flower you need. Even the medium, I think, is 3,000. 1,000. So it's spend my Dreamlight and take longer to open my last door, or tough it out with a tiny chest and build it when I have extra Dreamlight. Oh no, I've had the recipe for a while. Like I have one big one. Is it this one? Or is this a medium? This is a medium. I think I have 2 mediums. Is the white one a big one? No. They're just medium. I had one big one somewhere. Is it this? Yeah. This one is open all the way down if I wanted to use it. But it's the only big one I have. Now why I dedicated it to fish, I don't know. It just seemed the most likely there at the time. Alright, none of those fit. Let me try the other flowers. I'm just being stingy. Trying to hold on to my little crumb of Dreamlight. We'll leave these here since they don't fit in the other one. I got coffee milk. These are for sale. Oh, I did have a lot more seeds. I went through a shopping spree buying a ton of seeds for the sake of acquiring Dreamlight when we open Beauty and the Beast's door. So if you're wondering why I have like infinite seeds, that's why. Oh. Wrong one? Is it in this one? Where did I put the iron? Is it in here? Here. It's fine. It'll be in there now. I should tough it out if you can't. Exactly. That's why whenever I need storage, I just go and build another small one. All it takes is like wood. This is my tiny corner of a kitchen. I didn't think it through too much. You know, at first I was like, oh, it'll all match. Thinking I had like a ton of cabinetry and everything. No. And then I have black cabinets on the bottom, blue ones on top. A blue stove, or I mean, blue oven and stuff that's different blue from that blue. But you know, whatever. It's fine. Let's go over to Scrooge's store and see what we can buy today. Speaking of cabinetry. Oh. Hey, Shadow. You wanted to talk to me? Did I do something wrong? Of course not. Just checking in. As long as you haven't torn open reality again, I think we're good. I'm just visiting to see how you're doing. Oh, it's really nice of you to actually care. I'm doing okay. Everyone in the village has been so nice. But I don't know. Today I'm feeling a little bored, or like everything I look at today, it just feels so boring and ordinary. I remember when we were younger, everything was cool and exciting and beautiful. I wish I could see things that way again. Well, everything can be beautiful if you look at it in the right way. So it all depends on how you frame it. Frame it. That's it. Why don't we take some pictures to show you how beautiful even ordinary things around the village can be? That could be fun. Say, I do remember a few things in the village that I used to think were really beautiful. There was this one yellow flower in the Forgotten Lands that was really cool. And there was this really neat bird with dark feathers. Oh, and I think the most awesome thing in the whole valley is the giant skull near Dazzle Beach. I bet you could get a pretty good shot of that. So your idea of beauty is flowers, birds, and giant skulls. Very unconventional choices, but I support them. Thanks. Let's see what we can do. 3 pictures coming right up. Alright, there we go. I love the wings. Aren't they nice? They didn't give me those. They gave me like some broken down ones, if you will. In a variation of her crown. Basically, you causing the forgotten. Yeah. It's basically like your depressed side, if you will. You're the one who caused the whole rip and everything. Got tired of people asking you to do stuff. Is my understanding. Like you just ran around doing a bunch of stuff for other people. And it got to be too much. Some gloves. How much money do we have? 92? They're different, but I'll take them. They're like a green. I could probably pull it off with the shirt we have on, honestly. Kinda like the hair. It's a little different. We'll take it. Loose curls and Mickey buns. Alright, I don't want the book bag. I don't like the shoes. I'll always take a different t-shirt. That one looks Wall-E themed. There we go. I don't want the skirt. We got a blue blazer. I don't know that I'll wear it, but we'll buy it.
Thank you kindly.
We got a dresser, a little table. Straight up black table. I think I needed a table like this. I can't remember if it was on this game or on a different game I was playing. Ooh, a toaster. I'll take a toaster. A little baby Simba themed vase. Don't like it. Weird fan. This reminds me of an urn, so we're gonna leave that there. Alright, furniture. We've got pumpkins. Don't think I want that. A brown table. Some white cabinetry. This looks like what I have in my kitchen. So we'll go ahead and buy that. Just to say we have the recipe in case we want to order it later. What looks like a red or a burgundy cabinet. A mirror. I don't like any of the mirrors in this game so far, if I'm being honest. The bed's not bad, but I'm not paying $23,000 for it. I've already bought this like twice. Don't like this one. Can do without the beach towel. I'm be honest, I don't like beds like this. I don't know if it just has to do with like my mom watched too many horror movies, but they just remind me of like not okay. Like someone is being held captive, or it's an old horror movie, or you know, it just reminds me of people being mistreated. Like that's what somebody put, you know, Annie in or something. Don't pay me no attention. Kind of predicted what it was gonna be with this story. It was still interesting though. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. Like after a while, I was like, okay, it's got to be us. It's us in some variation, or we had something to do with it. And sure enough, what is it but like our dark side, basically. But it was still fun to uncover. Fun to solve. I like the way they laid out like the puzzle and stuff for you to bring back the Forgotten too. That was a fun little quest. Alright, now that we spent our money, let's go get a couple of photos. Let's go up to the Forgotten Lands first.
This place is so strange.
Originally, I'd planned to be back streaming earlier this week, like Tuesday, Thursday at the latest, you know? But when I tell you, vacation beat me up. So, one of the things our vacation house or whatever had was a pool, which is great and dandy. We had a bunch of fun in the pool. Why do I always do it when she has like no eyes open? It's fine. But in swimming in the pool, there were two things about the pool. One, I was already hesitant to get in the pool because my wife and I got there before we were allowed to check in. You know, they were still cleaning it. They had the maintenance crew over, stuff like that. So I saw the pool guy when he came around. All right. His version of going and doing maintenance on the pool was basically like he's just going to go pour in extra chlorine. And so I saw him go back there and pour in like literally 2 big gallons of chlorine. And I'm like, that's way too much. You know, you know, it's like I already do. But I was like, it's fine. Maybe, okay, that's not the bird. The darkest feathers in the valley, apparently. Let's give him one of these, though. Did you buy the DLC? No. I still haven't bought the DLC for this. I was like, you know what? I'll beat main storyline first, and then I'll come back and buy it. I did, however, download the update for Coral Island. I do have that. But I was already hesitant to get in the pool because I'm like, it's gonna be too much chlorine. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, you know, I'm not a pool person, like a pool guy. It might have needed it. So when we finally did get in the house and everything, let me try the blue one. Maybe it's this one. I don't think so, though. Sure enough, we go back there by the pool. And, it just, you can smell the chlorine. Like, from a distance. And I'm like, yeah, we gotta be careful with this pool. There's too much chlorine in it, you know? Which isn't a big deal. I mean, you just gotta make sure you know, you wash off very well and all that. Or it'll irritate your skin. Stuff like that. You know, obviously don't open your eyes under the water. Stuff like that. So, I was already hesitant about that. So we went in, we swam anyway, we had a good time, we played a little volleyball and stuff like that. Long story short, I did a couple of little dives under the water. I got water in my ear, which is not unfamiliar territory. You know, I've had water in my ears before. For whatever reason, this time, it didn't just like drain back out. Like water got stuck in my ear. I don't know if you guys have ever had an earache, but this water caused the worst earache. I had swimmer's ear. The worst earache. Like my whole ear just hurt. And on top of it, I couldn't hear. Like it wasn't even just like muffled. It was like I had no hearing on one side at all. And so it just ached. It just ached so bad. So for the last like 3 days of vacation, I was just in pain for my ear. I was like, legit, I might go to urgent care because it's just hurting that much. I got some drops for it that's supposed to help like dry up the water that's in your ear canal that you can't reach. And it seemed like the drops were just making it worse. It was to the point like the pain was giving me a headache. I felt like it was messing with my sinuses, so like it wasn't just the ear, it felt like the whole half of my face felt like it was just like sinus pressure. Like everything was irritated, the nose down into my jaw. Like I was trying all the little things they tell you to do to try to alleviate the water, and just like nothing was helping. So I was just like irritated at this point. On top of that, I'm deaf, and I felt like the more I couldn't hear, like I had no hearing at all, and I felt like since I couldn't hear, people were talking to me more. And some people on the trip were looking at me like, is she dumb? You know, like that's the way it felt. Like obviously they were probably thinking something else, but the way it felt was they were looking like, is she dumb? Because they would say something to me and I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Or like, huh? You know? And they're like, and some people would just go ahead and repeat it, and others would just stare back at me like, how did you not, like, did you not understand me? Because they were close, and I'm like, I can't hear. Like, I'm not exaggerating. I can't hear you guys. And on top of that, majority of the time, they had like the TV up loud. A couple of the kids had like their tablets playing music loud, and I'm like, I can't hear anything that's happening right now. Add to that, I'm in pain. I'm like, I don't know what's going on at this point. And so, yeah. So not only um did I have a massive earache, I had sinus pressure all on the side of my head. Um the chlorine being so strong in the pool smelled horrible. So once we got out of the pool and stuff, like thankfully they had washer dryer there. I had to throw the pool clothes in and they were in a load by themselves. I had to throw the pool clothes in twice to try and wash out that chlorine smell. They had way too much chlorine in that pool. It was torturous. One of the kids got a like I don't want to say a skin infection, but his skin got like very irritated. He was welting out and stuff. It's crazy. So crazy. I got beat up. Vacation broke me, it did. And then when I came back, thankfully by the time I came home, the next day after being home, I had regained all of my hearing. The skull. It's not this skull, right? I thought there was a different skull. It's not this one. There's an actual, like, skull. Don't remember where it is. But, yeah, thankfully after being home like a day, I'd regained my hearing. Oh, maybe that is the skull.
Okay. The neighbors are nice.
Seawater in your eyes is just as bad. Yeah, seawater in your eyes can be bad. Thankfully, our beach here isn't too bad. It just kind of, your eyes get more dry than they do irritated. But the amount of chlorine they had in that pool, like, it's not, it was so bad that, like I said, my sinuses and stuff were irritated. When I would blow my nose, or like if I lean back like this, I could smell chlorine. Like in the back of my nose. I could smell for days. For days. I could smell chlorine. It was horrible. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, I'm dying. I didn't go to the doctor. I was gonna what I had decided so I was gonna go to the doctor if I wasn't better when we came home. I was like, I'm gonna go on over if I'm still feeling like crap by the time I got home. But once I got home, by the time we got home, all the pain had subsided. Like the day we came home, and I had fully regained my hearing by the next day. So I was like, I'm fine. And I stopped smelling chlorine, which is great, but I probably should have. I probably should have still gone, but by then I was like, I feel better. I'm okay. But even still, besides the ear thing, I felt sick when I came home, like, just generally felt, like, fatigued. And I've still been kind of, like, stuffy. But it feels like allergies, but I'm like, what am I allergic to at this point? What is bothering me? What is life? So, there's been a lot of cold medicine and sleep since the vacation.
Hey there.
But I'm okay. I'm alive. Here. That's all I can ask for. Sell everything Wally gave us here. We gotta go find whatever bird has the darkest feathers. I really thought it would be the raven. Watch it be like the black on black raven that you see like once a day. So what other bird would it be? Let's look at our critters.
This place is the cat's pajamas.
The cat's pajamas. That one's pretty bright. Crocodiles. This and that. See, I would think it has to be the classic raven. And just because I'm looking for it, it says it's not here today. Because I got the red raven picture. It didn't count. The blue raven didn't count. And there are no other birds. The sunbirds are all too bright. So it has to be the classic raven. And the thing about the classic raven, I think he's one of the ones that you see like 3 a.m. for like an hour or something. I've seen him before. But a neat bird with the darkest feathers in the valley. It has to be that one. My whole point in all that, I was gonna stream earlier this week. I know you guys, if you do follow me on YouTube or whatever, you guys had some content like the week I was gone, more or less. This week I was gonna get back into streaming, but I came back so broken. So broken that I was like, maybe later. In all honesty, I'm surprised I even streamed today. Today was the first day that I turned my PC on since being home. And I kid you not, I needed over 20 updates. Over 20. Like, there was a whole... All the apps on the computer needed updates. The actual Windows needed updates. Freaking OBS needed an update. Some of my plugins needed an update. Like, everything. We're just trying again, just in case. Yeah. So I'm gonna say it's the classic Raven. We're gonna have to wait until he comes around. So I don't know how long that's gonna take.
Gotta love a place where you never know what happens next.
Howdy.
And I was like, well,
Wow.
we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it works out for us, shall we? Surprisingly enough, I remembered how to stream. I feel like last time I forgot how to start stuff up. Alright, let's see what quest we have. I don't think I really have too many right now. This is place furniture in the Forgotten Lands, which is a quest I hate doing, honestly, placing furniture anywhere. Find where to put these dolls. I have not figured that one out yet. We've tried a few places, but it didn't work out for us, so I'm holding off on that one. Magic is in everything. We need to wait for the Black Raven. So let's go talk to... Unlock characters, Wally and Minnie. Level up friendships. Fairy Godmother at level 7. We did that. Let's go find her and talk to her and see what this quest is. You just needed time to recover from vacation. I did. I really did. I needed a vacation after my vacation. There are just some things, you know, like there are some times that I wish there are certain events that I could you know, treat like a video game. Replay it, play it a different way. In life in general. And I think that trip would have been one of those things I would replay. And I have so many ideas for how it could have gone much better. Starting with, you know, not getting water in my ear would have been great. That would have been a key point of the trip for me. I don't have anything that she wants. What's the challenge to... Excuse me. I think she designed something that uses gloves, utilities, Wally, yellow, playful, and strong. Alright, let's see what we got here. I can use gloves. I just bought some gloves. I did want to see if they match our outfit. That gives us playful and strong. For some reason, that doesn't check off gloves, though. It kind of matches. It's the Eternity Isle and the world from the DLC. Rift in Time? I believe so. Because I don't know what Eternity Isle is. And I'm pretty sure I've unlocked just about everything at this point. Do I have yellow socks? Maybe we can get away with yellow socks. We don't have yellow socks. Do I have anything yellow? Where's the filter? Okay. Sneakers. We got yellow sneakers. Wow, that's... Wow. Why is it, like, not counting the yellow? Let's do Wally. Excuse me. See? Told you. Still a little sick. Still a little sick. I didn't avoid it completely. Let me do this one. Does that count? Did I do it? No. They're giving me a hard time today. Alright, we're not about to battle this. Put my little black boots back on. And what tops? Put back on my elegant top. We'll go with that. I know one of them is furniture, but I hate doing the furniture. Fairy godmother is who I was looking for. Speaking of, any events going on right now? Hold on. Okay. We already did Mulan. I don't think I have any of these to claim right now. Ooh. Ugly shoes claimed. Alright, dream snaps. Voting. Alright, so nothing too crazy in the events tab going on. So, fairy godmother. Nala, the beast. She's up here with Merlin, no surprise. So let's go here. Hold on. Bibbidi bobbidi, wait. Shadow, thank goodness you're here. May I ask you to take up the mantle of substitute fairy godparent once again? Sure. That makes me so happy. You see, I'm afraid I got a bit turned around and completely forgot something I meant to do for Minnie. I feel like you're overworking. How many people are you helping? Maybe you need a planner or something. Everyone, of course. I may be Cinderella's fairy godmother, but a fairy godparent helps all they can. Which I suppose is how I find myself in my present predicament. I have obligations elsewhere, but I wanted to bring Minnie a nice comforting cup of peppermint tea. Could you see to it for me? I can do that. Splendid. Here's the recipe. Ta-da! Alright.
I'll see you soon, dear.
So let's see about making some tea. Recipe. Alright, we need lemons and mint. That's more simple than I thought it would be. We can go right over here and make it. Fairy godmother doing everything and anything. I know, right? Here we go. Woohoo! Alright. Let's go find Minnie. We were just by Minnie too, as a matter of fact. Also, I do remember us needing coal to cook with. I remember using a bunch of it. I should probably talk to him.
Hello.
Good night, Shadow. What's wrong, Beast? Why do they make fishing rods so fragile? Did you break another one? Yes, it is. It's in splinters. Nothing here is built for claws. That must be hard. Maybe we can make you a metal fishing rod. You're not used to them by now. Perhaps. That might make things easier.
Hope you have an enjoyable evening.
Thank you, sir. Alright, what gifts would you like? Cheese platter, vegetarian stew, a white passion lily. I don't think I have any of those right now. Ariel. Ariel.
We have to stop Ursula from taking control of this valley.
Do you like living here? Fork. Combing your hair. Now it's my turn. Do you know what a snarflot is? Trumpet. That's right. You really know your human stuff. Don't leave. Dream Fizz, White Impatience, Fabric. I don't have any of that on me. I'm trying to get her friendship level up because I want to know what the level 10 mission for her is. I feel like it's going to be like bringing Eric here, given the statue and our conversations with her, but we'll see. Because she keeps talking about him. So I feel like that's what her level 10 mission will be. Okay. Minnie. Bibbidi bobbidi oops. Silly me really thought she would be exactly where I left her. But she's not far from it. Can I plant here? Since it's... no. Okay. It was worth a shot.
You have yourself a great night.
I didn't even see him standing behind her.
Oh, hello.
A cup of peppermint tea. Oh, Shadow, that's so sweet. The fairy godmother asked me to bring it to you. Oh, how kind. Could you ask her to come see me when she has a moment? I don't want to ask more of her when she's constantly helping everyone, but she enchanted something in my house and, well, there seems to be a problem with it. Sure, I'll tell her. What do you mean? Okay, now I'm scared. What do you mean? Well, every night, the phonograph she enchanted for me changes to something strange. Could you please ask her to fix it? Sure, I'll even take a photo of the problem to show her. That's a wonderful idea. Thank you.
Have a lovely evening.
She said, I don't want to ask her because I don't want to be a burden, but can you go ask her? It seems a little backwards, but okay. If he's turned into a human in this game, or he just stays. I hope he stays the beast. I know it's weird, but I prefer him as beast rather than the actual prince. Am I blind? Where's the phonograph?
Aren't you adorable?
Take a picture of an object that looks out of place in Minnie's house. Oh, okay. She doesn't look like a gamer, so we're gonna go with this. She said something strange keeps happening to it. I keep Nala because not... What is this? This was not here. What in the bear statue is this? Can I move it? Is that touchable? And it's not touchable. What? What are you? Where is Goofy? Why do you have a giant bear in your front yard? He ain't gonna tell me if I just go talk to him, is he? He's not. That's so strange. I wonder how long that's been there. I don't even remember where I was going. Fairy godmother. Every time I say that, I think of the teacher off of Fairly Odd Parents.
Excuse me, my dear.
Mr. Crocker. Like, fairy godparents! Thank you, dear. I hope Minnie liked the peppermint tea you brought her. She did, but she's having a little problem with the phonograph you enchanted for her.
Oh.
Oh dear, is my magic misbehaving? That'll never do. Tell me, Shadow, what is the enchantment doing? Here, look at this. Ta-da! A picture? Gracious, how did you do this? It's called a camera. It makes magical paintings. Well, I'd say it's very useful. I'll go help Minnie with her magical problem right away. Oh, but then I'll be late to help the other villagers. Let me deal with it. I love playing with magic. I'm sure I can help. I'm getting pretty used to fixing this kind of problem. And you're very good at it, Shadow. That's why everyone seeks your help. Now, there may be a way to enchant your camera, so it not only creates these still images, but can also keep my enchantments in their proper state. Now then, what could we use? Oh, let's start with diamonds, crystals, and glass to reveal the enchantment. Then add dream shards to seal the spell. I'll need a lens I can add to my camera. Maybe Wally has one to spare. I'll go ask him. Wonderful. Once you have everything, bring it to me and I'll enchant your lens to add my magic to yours. There's going to be a marvel indeed. Wally was just standing here. Where did he go? Let's check his house. That's his chair. Didn't you put the chair there? No. I do not remember that chair at all. It could be me. The memory could be leaving me, but I do not remember that chair at all. Even worse so, I feel like if I put it there, they would allow me to move it. Well, maybe not. If it was part of a quest, it might have to sit there. But I don't remember it. Hi, Wally.
Wally.
I need a lens for my camera. No. That's a fire extinguisher, but nice try. Isn't it the one I gave you? If you manage to take a picture with that, I'll be impressed. But nice try. I need a lens. Here, you can have this back. Perfect. Yes, that's it. Thank you. Ta-da!
Wally.
Wally. You are the sweetest little thing ever. I have nothing you want right now, Wally. Here, take a green one, or an orange one, in the meantime. Just because. Whoopee! Okay, bye, Wally. What did I put this here for again? I don't remember. Okay. Diamond, glass, dream shards, and crystal. 2 diamonds. Split. You only need 2. How many crystals do we need? Not the right type of crystal. This is the Vitalis crystal. It did not count. Okay. Dream shards are in this one. I think we needed 5 total. Glass. 5 crystals. I think I make glass. Yeah. 3. Somebody wanted fabric. I think it was the beast. We'll hold on to that. Purified night shards. Which one is... I think the crystal is the smaller blue ones. This one? This one. There we go. How many did I need? I forgot how many I needed now. I want to say it was 5. We'll just take them all. Screw it. Why Nala look at you like that? That's the same question I'm always asking. She always looks like crazy. Like, compared to the other characters, she's always like... It's like, calm down. Creeping me out. I literally asked the same question. And it's like, it never calms down. It's always that expression. Keep a couple of apples. A couple more raspberries. The little dragon fruit's perfect. She's broken. She's something. It's creepy, I'll tell you that. Why does the wall look like dirty? Like, look at the baseboard. Why does it look dirty? Alright. Let's go ahead and do a little farming. This is the whole reason I have her with me. But once I plant these pumpkins, we can ditch her for somebody else. Just kind of tail us somebody who actually needs to get their friendship level up. So we maxed ours out with her. I think I even maxed out Scar, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I'll help you in any way I can. Trust me.
I didn't even move to get those. Every time I go to try and get them quickly, it doesn't work out in my favor. we just let it be. If it was pumpkins, fine, but for sugarcane, we'll just let it sit there for sugarcane. Do wish it was still raining though. The way everyone just appears when I don't need them. It's good to see you again. We're halfway there. All right. Perfect.
Gotta love a place where you never know what happens next.
Well, this is corn. I don't know why I thought it was something else. Look at her just running back and forth, the fairy godmother. I mean, literally just running back and forth.
Whoa, look at all the stars.
Okay. Okay. Who was that? Anna? Did we ever max out our friendship with Anna? Collections, characters. No, we're at level 8. And she's for fishing. Wait, what is that? The little thing for level 9 looked crazy to me. Okay. We did Elsa in like a day or two, it seemed like. He's just knocked out sleep. That is one thing about this little dog here that tears my nerves up. So, you know, he has his little his own little area. We call it his room. It's not a full room, but it's his own little area. It's where he sleeps at night and stuff, you know? He already knows the drill when it's time for bed. He goes behind his little gate. But every now and then, I forget to put him away. And he stays out, and he'll come hop in the bed with us, which is not a huge deal. I mean, it sucks for me because you would think a little dog that's like 12 pounds doesn't take up much space, but he likes to lay sideways, and even more so like in my rib cage. And I'm one of those people, when I sleep, for the most part, I'm pretty knocked out when I sleep. Like, sometimes I can be a light sleeper, but for the most part, I'm pretty knocked out when I sleep. This little thing not only likes to lay as close as humanly possible, like in your skin, but once he's asleep and comfortable, he doesn't move. Even if you wake him up, like, he doesn't move. He just kind of lays there and refuses to move at all. And so, if I forget to put him away, he'll come hop up in the bed with me, which is not a big deal, like I said. But I'll wake up, and it's like I can feel him there because he's in my ribs, essentially. I feel him there, and I panic. Because he's a very small dog, you know? He's like 12 pounds, you know? 12 pounds is nothing in comparison to a full human body. And I wake up, I panic, and I'll jump up, and I'll look at him. And I'll go like this, you know, I'll shake him to make sure he's okay. He won't move. He doesn't lift his head. He doesn't turn to look at me. He doesn't shake. And to make matters worse, he will breathe shallow. If you want somebody to give you a slight heart attack, this one here is the one to do it. And it tears my nerves up every time. Every time. And so I basically, like, pick his whole body up. And then he still just, like, turns into a limp noodle. Like, he'll open his eyes. And he'll stare at me like, why are you moving me? But he won't move his body. I don't understand it. Kills me. Kills me. I wasn't trying to talk to you. And I just happen to see him sitting here, lying here, so nice, so peaceful. And it just reminds me of that. And I'm like, you know, if I were to try to move him right now, he wouldn't move. As far as, like, just picking him up. Random pep stories. Random pep stories for you guys.
Mark me words, a villain and their riches.
Back when I used to work at the animal hospital, I had similar experiences. So we would have, you know, a lot of senior dogs would board with us because uh owners typically felt it was safer to board them, obviously at a hospital, than at any random boarding facility because, you know, push come to shove, something does happen, at least they're there with a doctor to possibly be able to help. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, there's only so much we can do. But yeah. And so when they were sleeping, you know, we walk around and we don't want to disturb. We got a small treat for the baby. Barely lifted its head. Got it. Good job. It's all the things, Pep. And so, you know, my job was to watch over. You saw Woody just play dead.
You have yourself a great night.
Why can't I talk to him? He's so little.
Howdy, partner.
There we go. All right, let's hang out. You know, so it's my job to kind of watch over everybody. And so walking around, when we see the seniors sleep, you stop, just like a baby. You stop and you stare at them, you know? And because a lot of them, like this old fart here, he's not that old, but I'm calling him that for, you know, this purpose, will breathe really, really shallow while they're asleep. And you're like, are they breathing or am I seeing things? And so you'll like tap the cage or something and you're like, hey, you know, wake them up a little bit. And there were several that would not pop up. They wouldn't move. They just lay there. And so you tap a little hard, like, hey, nothing. And so at this point, I have swung the door open. I'll tap them or something. And there were some at this point would be like, what? But there were most, when you did this, when you go to shake them or touch them or something, they still don't move. Every single time, I go into a full-fledged panic and like I lift them like, hey, you know, like a little gentle shake. But at this point, it's like a shake lift. And then that's when they're like, what? It's like, oh, sorry, making sure you're sleeping. Oh boy, I've never aggravated dogs as much as the old dogs that would board and not move. I promise.
I want Bill to be happy.
That will freak me out. It does. Normally when my dogs do that, it's when they're sick or close to death. See? Scare the crap out of me. Not the old fart. Absolutely the old fart. Absolutely. Thankfully, he hasn't gotten to that stage of his life where he literally does just sit around farting. My Jack Russell used to do that. Blow you out of house and home, I promise. Oh. No, that was a bird. I was like, is that her? Wow, she didn't pop out that time. Any other time I walk in her house, she just pops out. Okay. Let's find her. She's down by my house. Is she coming? She's coming up the stairs. I saw her moving time I hit travel. Now, ma'am. There we go. She another one with the creepy faces. Yep, stuff. Nothing would nothing would terrify me more than thinking an animal was not waking up. It's just, I've been less afraid getting growled at and bitten than when animals pretend to not wake up. Splendid. Now let me just Yes, that's it. And now for the magic to work. Shall we say it together? Bibbidi bobbidi boo. I should have said oops. That's right, dear. Very well done. Here we go. Now, once you apply this lens to that camera of yours, you should be able to fix my enchantments. But the spell will only work from the end of the afternoon to midnight each day. So if I gotta fix something, we gotta do it at this time of day. Oh, and while you're out... Wait. Oh yeah, it's not midnight yet. And while you're out and about, could you look around the village to see if any of my other enchantments have gone all flibberty-gibbet? Where should I look? Let me think. I have been doing quite a lot of enchanting. Goofy wanted a yellow bicycle. That's the bear. Olaf, something to make the beach paradisical. Mother Gothel wished to admire herself, and there was a hot beverage contraption for Chez Remy's shelf. Remember, they'll look different in the enchantment if the enchantment has stopped working, and they'll be rather strange and out of place. The objects I enchanted were from that enterprising Scrooge gentleman's shop. Just this and that he had no use
Now
for.
off you go, bibbidi bobbidi boo.
So that bear statue was out of place. I was about to say, I was like, when did he get this and why can't I move it? There we go. I know we're supposed to do mini first, but we're gonna do this one first. Okay, maybe not. Oh, I didn't put the lens on yet. 6, 5, 5, I only have one now. That's crazy. I'd be so guarded of that one. I would be so guarded of that one. Take a picture of the broken object and Minnie. Okay, let's do Minnie's house first and then we'll worry about the bear. Since obviously doesn't seem to want to work. I did not hit game bar, but okay. And it turned back just like that. Yoo-hoo! Oh, I see what button I hit now. Here we go. Whatever. Let's see. Mom didn't like animal. Oh, that's why. That sucks. My mom was like that for a. Oh my god, this button. My mom was like that for a long time. That's why my first dog I actually didn't have at my house. It was, excuse me, I kept it at my uncle's house. And then tragedy struck, and I think that's what made my mom change her mind about allowing me to have a dog at our house. Because something happened to my first dog when I wasn't there. So they have their own house outside. I know a lot of people who do that. Unfortunately, it's too hot. It is just too hot here for us to... I mean, people do it. I'm not saying it doesn't get done, but... I'm just messing with him. Don't pay me any attention. It says Olaf's parasol. Oh no, that's on the beach. That's on the beach. Let's do... Oh my... I never hit this button, and now tonight I've hit this button like 5 times. Too much. I can't disable it from here. Okay. Real quick before we go to Olaf's house. Ooh, what do we find? What clothing is this? Oh, we found a Monsters Inc. denim jacket. That's the door I haven't opened yet, is the Monsters Inc. door. Denim, denim, denim. I forgot what the kitchen here looked like. I wanted to go check it out. Black with white countertops. Okay. And black cabinetry. I don't like the sink. Oh, I never did pick up the sink. I didn't need that sink. I put down a different sink on purpose so I could pick this one up. This is my kitchen sink. Speaking of, did I ever buy the stove for this kitchen? I left with the... I don't think it was supposed to be this one. I left with every intention to buy it and forgot. Sleek toaster. We can come back. We'll come back. Yeah. Oh. That's crazy. Does one favor for you and they think they're entitled to everything. That really sucks.
I'm having so much fun here. Uh-huh.
Sometimes I wonder if it'd be like to have powers like Elsa. I always say ice. Having observed ice powers up close, I can say they're pretty amazing.
Today could be a perfect picnic day.
She would like wonton soup, mint candy, or red flowers. I don't have anything. I don't know why I keep checking to see what people want. Okay. Olaf's parasol. What looks like it doesn't belong on the beach. Oh, I didn't ask Moana for my fish today. There we go. Oh my God. That's crazy. The level of entitlement is just ridiculous. Oh. Nope. Oh, this is definitely... What's funny is I don't remember... Okay. We'll just let it be. I was gonna say, I don't remember having one of these in the first place, but that's fine. I was so proud of myself before I went on vacation. I had a bunch of stuff that I had watched and edited and was gonna upload and stuff, and then when it came down time for it, I think half the videos I made didn't actually make it online to be uploaded. I just ran out of time. I straight up ran out of time to do things, and I was like, well, the the intentions were there. What? Where's my camera? Follow through was a little lackluster. There we go. She lost her job? I would imagine so. Trying to get back. That's just rude. And the thing about it is, because she's being such a nasty person, she's gonna have even more bad luck. Like, things aren't gonna go well for her. What are we? I don't know if I've seen that circle in the water before. What is your thing? Gathering? Gathering. I just have him following me, but I'm like, what is he good for? For gathering things. I can do that. Stuck on a tree vine. Okay. We always need wood. Especially the different types of wood. Is he still with us? Let's go find Little Miss Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. I don't remember where I left her last. Not on the beach. Not up here. Is she in the restaurant? She's in the restaurant. Okay. Oh, of course. She has to blame somebody. You've done a marvelous job restoring my enchantments. Maybe you should take a break. I'm worried about you. You won't help anyone if you're exhausted. Before you accidentally change Merlin into a toad or something. You're very kind, dear. I'm perfectly tip-top, I assure you. Oh. But you would make a wonderful fairy godparent. You're not only caring, you're also efficient. Thank you again for all your assistance. Now, I must go take care of my favorite miracle. It's at a crucial stage. Goodbye. Alright, we got tasty veggies, coconut boba. I don't think I've made that one yet. Savory fish, spaceship, earth cupcakes, margarita pizza. Anybody else in here? No. Alright. Spaceship cupcakes, margarita pizza, coconut boba, savory fish, tasty veggies. Alright, grilled veggies. Doesn't look like I have tasty veggies. What makes it tasty veggies? From just grilled veggies. Grilled veggies is 1. Grilled veggie platter is 3. What if I just do 2 veggies? Let's do some of the other stuff first. Was it grilled fish? I don't think it was grilled fish. Margarita pizza. I know for sure that was one. Tasty veggies. Here we go. Oh, it's veggies with seasoning. Okay. Oop. I didn't mean to let go. Okay. We did the tasty veggies. We did pizza. Vegetarian. Aurora's cake. I got regular boba. We need coconut boba. Coconut boba. Well, I mean, that's honestly, she brought it on herself. If someone employs you and they tell you not to do something and you go and specifically do what they told you not to do, I mean, you're kind of putting yourself in a position to either be reprimanded or let go. Especially something like that, you know? I think I only made 4 meals. Oh, savory fish is what I needed. What's our memory? Ooh, it's a new one. I don't know where this is. Just off one. Oh, Little Mermaid. Okay. Savory fish. Savory fish. We got seafood platters. We got grilled, maki, savory fish. All right, let's serve everybody up. We've got cupcakes for Goofy. Pizza for Mulan.
Hello.
I have your order. Perfect. Me,
Go.
thank you.
Bye.
Let's see, let's talk to her real quick. You remember so many interesting things. Are they good luck charms? No, I just like accessorizing. Of course. Well, you look wonderful, and who knows? If your accessories make you feel good, that might just be lucky.
Let's talk again soon. Hi.
Stone, jasmine tea, and swordfish. Really? No stone right now? That's okay. We try.
It's always great talking to you.
Alright. My bad, not you, Goof.
Hello.
Coconut boba for Belle. Perfect. That leveled us up friendship-wise. Gave us a mission. Gardening, fishing, mining, foraging, digging. I feel like I have a lot of gardening, fishing. Let's make you mining, I guess.
Oh, hi.
Fish for Olaf.
Goodbye.
She sounds horrible. Like, she really just sounds like a horrible person. That's crazy.
Now off you go. Bippity boppity boo.
Okay. We did that. Perfect. Have you ever been to a rodeo? No. You're missing out. They're loads of fun. All that riding and lassoing and sheep wrangling. And then at the end, you've got to save the whole rodeo from a giant pig named Dr. Porkchop. You talking about real rodeos or pretend? Alright, let's see what he wants today. A diamond, a blue marsh milkweed, or purple impatience. I think this is purple. Yeah. Let's go give him a diamond. Same time we can empty our pockets. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's not good. See, that's not good at all. That is not good at all. She just sounds like trouble in every respect. Let's do the wood. Okay, where is he? Here you go, little guy. Let's give you a diamond. Perfect. Bring 2 gifts. Let's go. Catch 3 fish, sell 2 meals, add 3 decorations, feed a squirrel. Feed a squirrel. Water dried veggies, plant veggies. So we got a couple of kind of, I don't want to say big ticket items here, but like we still got a couple of 500s left as far as the Dreamlight goes. It's 1,000, that's 1,000. That'll give us 2,500, 2,800. So if we do all the gardening stuff, we can get 2,800, so it'll double what we have. It's not doable today, but it is doable nonetheless. Oh, wow. See, I can't deal with people like that. That's too much. That is way too much. Let's see what we got in the shop, shall we? I don't have any moonstones now, but let's see what we got. We got Reflections of China, Dancing Lion Fog. This is cute, actually. That's very cute. Oi. Did not jump down to the last one. I don't know why it went that far. It's definitely looking at the featured. Looks like it just switched over because I don't think this was here when I just scrolled through. They got the green armor outfit in there now. Not gonna lie, the royal jacket looks pretty cool. We got Belle's cottage. I didn't even remember what Belle's house looked like, but I also haven't seen Beauty and the Beast since I was like a child. Nefarious set. Big Hero 6. Aww. I wouldn't mind the Baymax game chair. It's just different. Sun and Surf Stitch. Hawaiian Home. Belle's gowns and such. Excuse me. Can you change characters' houses? I don't know. If you can, I don't know how. I'll be honest. If you can, I really don't know how. I would hope so, and they don't just let you buy a bunch of, you know, these custom houses for yourself. That would kind of suck. How do I not have any octopus in here? It's crazy. Okay. Keep my seaweed. These can be sold. I think this goes in here. Oh, just kidding. Wrong. Wrong one. There we go. Okay. They do give you a crazy amount of houses. Like, there's no way they expect you to use all of them personally, right? But I don't know. Let me see. I do furniture. Because if I just go to houses, they give me, like, the different, if I were to actually have the design. They have the one I bought under Player's House. And under Villagers' Houses, it's all the ones that I've already placed. Let me see. Does it specify in the store? Let me see. That's a really good question, actually. I don't think that one's a house. Is that a house? I think that's just decoration, right? Yeah. Oh no, it says house style. Hold on. Just to jump so far. Jeez. No, it says house style Mulan. But does it say? Give your house a whole new style. See, this is what makes me think it's just for you. Let me see. Why is the default for them jumping down to the moonstones? We're not spending money here. But I would think, like, the library home. Spend a cozy evening in Snuggleland, da-da-da. Unlock an exclusive new look for Belle in this bundle with a house dream style and much more. So it must be some of them are for the players and some of them are for you. Because it says unlock an exclusive new look for Belle in this bundle, complete with a house dream style and much more. I would think they're talking about more than just the gown for her. I would think the house is for her too, right? At the very least, make it like interchangeable. Wow, the hair is wow. That's a big bundle. Jeez. Like it comes with a lot. I don't know. Let me see if I just click Hawaiian home. Transform your valley, tropical paradise. Da 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 da. Make over your house to look just like Lilo. So this one is for you. But wait. After that, you can hit... Why does it scroll back up? After you can hit Dazzle Beach with Stitch and his brand new exclusive look. So this is for... The look is for him. The house is for you. I don't know. Some of them I feel like are worded like... The Lilo and Stitch, it definitely says house for you. But the Belle one is a little vague. It could be a house for her. Maybe you can change the skin of their house. I really don't know. I don't know either. I would hope with the amount of houses they always have in the store that you can change the actual character houses. Because, like, there's only so many houses I would personally want for me. And I can't see repeatedly changing the skin of my own house. Like, I'm sure there are people that do it, if that's an option. But just for me personally, it would make more sense to be able to change the players' houses. Never thought about it, though. Kind of want to know now. I was trying to see if, like, when I go to the... Not the shop. When I go to the building for furniture, if it's possible to, like... If I hover over her house, let's see. We got move, we got rotate, and all that. I don't see anything like customize. Or change skins, but at the same time, I also don't have any extra in my inventory. Those houses are only for you. It's only for players. You can decorate with them as your house skin, or you can place it by itself. Oh, so it is just for you. That kind of sucks. It would be cool to be able to actually customize the players' houses. I feel like my 2 houses are more than enough. And I feel like if I were to buy a new skin for one of my houses, the likeliness of me using one of the old ones is like slim to none. You know? I don't see getting on the game and being like, I'm gonna change what my house looks like today. Unless they had them like holiday themed. If they did like holiday skins for the houses, then maybe. But just having different like character skins wouldn't do it. There we go. I think I'm gonna go check out and see what Belle's mission is, see what she wants for us to do. Since the raven that I need to take a picture of is not around right now, and that's the only quest we got. And then after that, that might be where I call it for this evening. It's supposed to be a short stream, just to let you guys know I'm still alive over here. She's probably not still in here, huh? Let's see. Oh, yes she is. Good lord, we gave her food so long ago. Oh, they switched tables. But it's all the same people. Bonjour, Shadow. Would you have time to help me with a small book-related problem? Of course. Well, you see, when I came to your valley, I had to pack lightly, so I could only bring a few books. That's okay. Anna and Kristoff have a whole library. So does Merlin. And I've already read most of them. I'd like to read something new, so I asked Merlin if I could borrow from the Dreamlight library. But he said no. He explained that too many books have been borrowed in the past and not returned. Come on now, Merlin. But the library should be open to everyone. How many books have gone missing exactly? I know Merlin practically lives in there, but those books belong to all of us. I think he feels like it's his responsibility to watch over the books, and he's rather frustrated. I'd like to make sure that the library reopens, so I was wondering if you could help me locate some of the missing books and bring them back. I can help you with that. That's wonderful, thank you. Now why don't I get half of the books from the list, while you get the other half? Could you go see Goofy, Mirabelle, Mr. Duck, and Remy and ask for them for their library books back? Speaking of library books.
How's it going?
Howdy, Shadow. What brings you by? I have a list of books of villagers who forgot to return, I'm skimming, sorry. Forgot to return to the Dreamlight library, and your name is on it. Gosh, I knew something slipped my mind. Look, I got the book right here. Please tell Merlin I'm really sorry. The book is called Bear in Mind. Was it helpful? What kind of book is this? Having a bear in your mind sounds like it would cause a headache. I thought so, but now I'm not so sure. It's all about helping you not forget anything. And I was remembering lots of stuff, so I thought it worked. But then I forgot to return the book, so I guess it didn't. Don't worry about it. Keep up the good non-remembering work, Goofy. I'm sure you learned some very helpful things. Excuse me. I think so. Just hope I remember them. Thanks, Shadow. And thanks for helping Merlin care for the Dreamlight library. Alright, one down. Yeah, speaking of library, I used to go to the library, the public library. What felt like all the time is like when I was younger. What is this a shadow of? Is that like the roof? I guess it's the sign on the roof. Just doesn't have the words in it. Come here, little rat.
Excuse me, but I could use a human's help.
Always good to see you. What can I do for you today? Belle and I are gathering books borrowed from the library, and you want me to return the one I borrowed. Trust me, I wish I could. Unfortunately, there's one small problem. Did you lose it? I lost it. I'll find it. What happened? But you're usually so careful. I was reading the novel Extraordinary Rat Ventures about a rat adventurer on the pontoon on Dazzle Beach. But then Donald tripped on a turtle and started yelling. He startled me so much I dropped the book in the water. It's gotta be ruined, right? Knowing Merlin, he must have enchanted all of the books from the Dreamlight library to protect them from getting damaged. You think so? I guess that would be a pretty Merlin thing to do. I'll try to fish it out from the Dazzle Beach once I get the rest of the books back. Thanks.
Hope to see you soon.
The way he just let it be that the book fell in the water. He's like, well, got washed away.
Hi.
Shadow, I'm so glad to see you. I really need your help. I was trying to make stuffed toys that look like some of my cousin Antonio's animal friends. So I borrowed a book of sewing patterns, crafty creatures, from the library. But then I saw Remy, and he wanted me to taste the new arepas he made, which of course I had to do. And now I can't find the book. That's what I'm here to talk to you about. Really? Phew, that's a relief. The last place I remember having it was in the plaza when I was feeding the squirrels. I'll start by looking in the plaza.
I do prefer moving in the shadows.
I love how nobody has their book with Goofy, the one I actually expected to lose the book. Just goes to show you, you know? Give him more credit. My point was, I used to go to the library all the time when I was younger. You know, that's where my mom took me to do my research, do my homework, big projects, stuff like that. And eventually I got into reading. We'll talk to him in a second. Eventually I actually got into reading, because at first I didn't like reading. So I would go and like borrow books and stuff like that. Long story short, I eventually stopped going to the library, just, you know, grew out of it or whatever. And recently, hence, you know, no longer have a library card and all that. Recently, like in the last week, my wife got me to get a library card. And for some reason it was the oddest thing. And I think it was more so because I have a digital library card. I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I don't want to say back in my day, but like when I did have a library, like you had to go into the library, fill out a form. They gave you the card. I think you had to pay like $5 or something for the card. Like it was a whole thing.
A minute of
And like in less than 2 minutes the other day, my wife was like, yeah, let's get you a digital. I needed the digital library card for because I'm listening to audiobooks now. That's a whole nother long rabbit hole we're not going to talk about. But you can borrow the books with your library card, and all you need is your digital library card or library card number or whatever. And I'm like, when did we get to a day and age where I can apply for my library card online for one, and I just get like a digital one for two? And you can get a real card. Like you can have them issue you a real card as well if you want to go to actual libraries. But I'm like, how old am I? Like, how long have digital library cards been a thing, been an option? Shadow, I can't wait to hear what new opportunity you have for me today. It's more about something you have for me, actually. Belle and I are looking for missing books from the library, and you're supposed to have one of them. Ah, yes, coin pool theory. A fascinating subject. In fact, I have a mind to keep it for myself. You can always borrow it again. Maybe other people want to read it. It belongs to the library. No need to ruffle your feathers, Shadow. I would have reimbursed the library, of course, but unfortunately, I no longer have the book. So where is it? Ouch, it's quite a humorous tale, actually. I was on Dazzle Beach, again on the beach, digging for treasure, but alas, I can't find even a rusted farthing. To get a bit of relief from the sun, I sat down in one of the holes I dug and decided to do some reading. After a spell, I got up and filled in all the holes I'd made. It was only once I got back to the plaza that I realized the book was missing. I must have buried it by mistake. I plan to go back and dig it up, but I have no idea which hole I buried it in. Don't worry, I'll find it. One book treasure hunt to dig it up to dig it up on Dazzle Beach coming right up. So one we have to fish out and one we have to dig up. That's crazy. Goofy is the only one who had his book. The one person I expected to have lost it.
That's right. I'm Mallory.
People just use the online library. Probably. Honestly, at this point, I just assume people didn't really use libraries that much and probably, you know, use Google. Like, not to say libraries are obsolete, but I figured they were definitely not as popular. But it really threw me off. I was like, I didn't know that was a thing, for one. Like, an online library. And when I signed up for it too, they were telling me like all the perks and stuff my little online card will get. You know, I can get all these different things, like different resources. I could take a couple of like free classes and stuff if I wanted to. I'm like, who would have known? Who would have known? One, that there are digital library cards, and two, that like, you know, it comes with so many perks. Most use your Kindle, right? Right? Like that's the era of digital books that I'm aware of, you know? The Kindle, the Nook e-readers. I don't know if they still make newer Nooks. I think the Kindle kind of blew them out of the water. But you know, the Nooks, the Kindle, stuff like that. That's my extent of like digital books. Never in a million years. And of course, you know, Apple has their little version of books and stuff. But never in a million years would I have guessed digital library card. Perhaps they put the library online, you know. 2 and 2 did not make 4 on that one for me. Alright, now we gotta find where it's buried. Is that it? Oh, that was easy. Alright, let's go find Belle. Oh, she came to find me. Here we go. Oh, thank you, Shadow. You found all the missing books. Now we can return them to Merlin. Please come with me. I'm sure he'll want to thank you. He'll be right behind me in 2 seconds. Merlin was just at the bottom of the stairs. Why is she going the long way? He was right behind us. Merlin, if you have a moment, there's something I'd like to discuss. An intellectual pursuit, I hope. And what would that be? Shadow and I wanted to help the library.
Oh.
So we found some of your missing books. You did? Why, that's stupendous. I was sure I'd never get them back. Goodness, I must say I'm quite impressed. In fact, I'd like to invite you both to become honorary Dreamlight librarians. Not another job title. A librarian? Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much. Of course, you'll have to familiarize yourself with my classification system. Perhaps you can start by finding the proper place for all the books you've brought back. But what if we put something on the wrong shelf? Don't worry. I've cast an enchantment for such a possibility. So basically I can put it back on any shelf and it'll fix itself. If you put something in the wrong section, the shelf itself will let you know. Okay. That's a bit different than I thought, but that works. Go to the library. That's making me wonder. Have I actually looked inside of Belle's house? Did we see what it was built like, or did I just place the house and walk away? I heard you throw something, Woody. There we go. right, here we
Mother
go.
knows best. Bonjour.
Shadow, thank you so much for your help. The Dreamlight Library has reopened, and I'm really looking forward to helping with it. I was able to find the correct spots for all but 3 of these books. I'm hoping you can assist me. Excuse me. The first one is the sewing book you got from Mirabelle, Crafty Creatures. Wow. There are only 3 classifications that I haven't tried. Owl Care, How to Train Your Sugar Pot, and Wanderlust Arts and Craft. Has to be Arts and Crafts. I think Crafty Creatures belongs in... That was my first choice. I hope it's the right one.
Ah.
I put the book back on the shelf, and nothing odd happened. Merlin told us the library would let us know if we made a mistake.
Oh.
So I think we got it right on the first try. I'm gonna head to bed. Alright, thank you for coming and popping back in on my first day back. Honestly, when I finish this mission, I'm getting off too. I'm sleepy. But I hope you rest well. I appreciate you being here with me. Listening to my chaos. Why are you side-eyeing me? I'm not making that much noise. Small treat for the boy. There you go. He's so gentle. Now the second book we need to shelf is the one Mr. McDuck borrowed called Coin Pool Theory. The classifications I haven't tried are monetary physics and swim strokes, metamorphosis for beginners, and magic duels 101. I think coin pool theory goes in monetary physics. Oh, I hit the wrong one. I hit the wrong one.
Oh.
We got all the things. And we got a full-size treat for the boy. There you are, sir. Oh, he hopped up for the bigger treat. He didn't move at all for the small treat. He just waited me to hand it off. But the bigger bag? Hopped right up. Monetary physics. I'll most certainly put it on my reading list, but for now, I'll put it on the shelf. My hydration today is a Sprite. I know that's not hydration. But I didn't put any water in the fridge. I refuse to drink a hot bottle of water. It worked. The book is back home on the correct shelf. Now the last book is one I got from Ursula, Cursed Negotiations, Making Better Devious Deals. She said it was very inspiring. The only shells I haven't tried are Wizard Interior Design, Magical Contract Law, and Prophecies What Could Go Wrong. We're gonna go with Magical Contract Law. It does sound like a book about magical law, doesn't it? I'll just go see. That was the right category, which means all of the books are now shelved. Shadow, you've been such a wonderful help. Thank you. You did most of the work.
Oh.
I'm glad I got to do it with you. Now that we're finished, I had planned to start reading one of the books in Dreamlight Library. I've made a list of the ones I'm most looking forward to. But while I was placing Cursed Negotiations, Making Better Devious Deals, back where it belongs, I found something at the back of the shelf, hidden behind the other books. It's a rather mysterious book, written in letters I've never seen before. I wonder what it says. Could be the first chapter of a new adventure. That's what I was hoping too. I'm gonna try and decipher this mysterious book. I have to know what it's about. Thank you again, Shadow, for helping me find the missing volumes so everyone can enjoy the library. I'll see you soon.
I knew you could do it.
Alright. Let's get up out of Merlin's house here. Alright, I think that's a good a place as any to go ahead and call it for tonight.
Just so you know, I've got some new goods at the
Just gonna walk us back home here. Alright, the Forgotten's really just gonna follow us until I get this last picture, huh? But yeah, that's where we are going to call it. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. As always, I had a ton of fun, and I hope you guys did too. I know this was a bit of a short stream, but I just wanted to let everyone know that I am back from vacation. I am here. I am alive. I am going to be resuming my streaming-ness. All right, I'm a little sleepy. Don't judge me on my words, okay? I'm gonna be 100% honest. I don't know for sure if I'm going to be on tomorrow night. I know I usually stream on Saturday. It is Friday, right? I know I normally stream on Saturdays, but I do have some things that I need to get done tomorrow, and I'm very tired. Still a little sick, all things. So I might take tomorrow off, and as usual, I don't stream on Sundays, but I do plan to resume my normal streaming next week. I do also want to get back into the habit of giving you guys a little bit of content outside of my stream. So if you enjoyed seeing a couple of my shorts or random videos and stuff, I am going to try to get better about sprinkling those out there. All right, don't hold me to it. Too tough. It won't be like this past week where you guys got multiple, but I am gonna try and get better about that. Also, I have a lot of games that are just sitting waiting to be played. I'll be honest. I know in the last couple of streams, even prior to vacation, it's been a lot of Dreamlighting and Stardew Valley. But I have a handful of brand new, or at least brand new to me, games on my Switch that I've downloaded that I have yet to play, that I plan to stream. I've got a handful of Xbox games downloaded on my PC that I plan to stream that I have yet to open, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna take a look through all the different games that I have, and I have the update to Coral Island that I just updated today. I would like to see what that update looks like personally. So I have a lot. I have a lot of not just cozy games, but a couple of adventure games and stuff like that too. So I'm gonna take a look through, see which games I do have downloaded, what I have, and see about setting up some form of I don't want to say a schedule, but basically see what we're gonna play, and I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know what games are close in the future, which are a little stretched out there, and if you guys have any ideas of games you think I would like to play, feel free to send them my way. And if they are not creepy, pixelated, or expensive, I might actually play them. Alright. Other than that, I think that is all the updates and whatnot I have so far. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night or morning, excuse me, whatever the case may be for you. Get you some sleep, get you some water, get you a laugh in, and I hope I get to see you guys next time. Yeah. And next time you guys will have pep camp, alright? I didn't feel like setting it up tonight. If you knew all the jumps, all the hurdles I jumped through setting up stream tonight, you would understand. Alright, just gotta trust me on that one. But in any case, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Hope you guys sleep well and all the things. All right. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.